Welcome back everyone to another Yorkshire Rose episode, and today we find ourselves here at Castle Hill. No, not the Hospital Hall residence, but in fact the one just outside of Huddersfield. But before we crack on with today's game against Huddersfield, we do of course have some news and games to catch up on. After back-to-back draws, we then headed to a fully charged new lawn as we took on Forest Green. Sadly though, this match too was destined for a draw, as Williams' opener was cancelled out eventually by a Torment Nichols goal, before a disallowed Phillips effort was joined by a Chadwick goal also being cancelled out again, you guessed it, by Tom. The next game then saw us welcome 9th place newly relegated Preston North End to the York Community Stadium. However, this game in the end turned out to be a surprising one-side affair, as Williams found an opener 5 minutes into the second half. Lubala then went and added not one, not two, but 3 goals to grab himself a hat-trick and a 9.9 rating. Okay, so with the game capture out of the way, we find ourselves here back in the notebook, and first of all we're going to kick off with an injury to Sean Goss. Now, as you can see, this was picked up against Preston and kept him out for 1 to 3 days, so thankfully he is back from that one. On top of that, we then have some player concerns, and those are regarding Morgan and Jenkinson. Both of them are a little upset with their lack of game time, and to be honest, I can't blame them. Morgan, of course, is more of a reserve player, doesn't necessarily even make the bench. We then have Jenkinson, who sits on the bench, warms it, but doesn't really get to come on that often. Both of those will probably end up going out on loan eventually, probably in the next window. Jenkinson, I am a little worried that we cannot get someone to cover for that right-hand side if Titov is injured, so I might end up irritating him and holding on to him. We'll try and find a replacement, but that is those two. On top of that, though, we do have some good news. First of all, we'll go to the player news. And the player news, we have Vokes. He's set for an extra year if he plays an extra game, which he's likely to do because he's starting for us. So, Sam Vokes is probably going to get a contract extension for a year. We then have some team news. In terms of the team news, we have Sky Bet League 1 Team of the Week, and as you can see, 4 of our players were selected for the Sky Bet League 1 Team of the Week. These include Will Adiapan, Paul Osu and Jaden Williams. Yes, it only named 3 of the 4. The 4th one, in fact, was Lubala, as you can see. Actually, you might not see because my head might be in the way. So, Lubala was that 4th one. Then, on top of that, we have international duty. Now, as you can see, Will Adiapan was scheduled to be out for the 12th and the 17th. The problem with that is it conflicts with Lincoln and I believe possibly Wimbledon. It's definitely conflicts with Lincoln. I'm pretty sure the other one is the Wimbledon game that it conflicts with. So, he is being banned from going away. He's going to stay. We're going to make sure he stays. As for the other one, he can go enjoy his international duty at Malta, I want to say. Our youngster? Yes, he's Maltese. By the way, 17 under-21 caps. He's doing a solid job down there with 1 under-21 goal. Now, his potential isn't the greatest. He isn't valued at a whole lot. But that's nice to see for him. Very good for him indeed. But without further ado, let's head on over to the stadium. Okay, ladies and gents, match day is finally upon us, and before I forget to mention this, the teams that were relegated last season, because I feel like I said Wigan might have been one of them, they are not. Wigan are not one of the relegated teams. The relegated teams from last season are Preston, QPR and Huddersfield. Now, as you can see, Huddersfield is our opponents here today, and they are doing pretty damn good. Second in the league, the most struggling one of those, of course, is QPR, down in 16th from Preston, down in 12th. Wigan, of course, are having a solid season up in third, hence why I thought they might have been one of the relegated teams, but are not. So, the other games besides ours, AFC Wimbledon hosts Rotherham. Now, AFC Wimbledon is our opponents for the next episode. We then have Forest Green versus Burton Albion. Our game, of course, Portsmouth is hosting Crewe Alexander, which is hopefully going to be a Portsmouth win at home, but probably more likely to be a Crewe one considering they are 8th. We then have Preston at home to Wigan. That'll be a big game considering Preston has just come down and Wigan is overperforming. We then have QPR at home to Oxford, where QPR should be able to pick up a few points for themselves. As you can see, we have slipped out of the playoff picture, but that isn't due to our poor form, but in fact down to our lack of games. We have a game in hand now over Plymouth, 2 games over Charlton, 1 game over Burton and 1 game over Wigan, as well as a game over Huddersfield as well. So if we can pick up a win here today against Huddersfield, theoretically we can actually jump above them if we win our game in hand as well. But enough rambling from me, let's crack on with this one. Let's go into the tactical meeting, apply those opposition instructions, and we're currently on a positive. We're suggested to go to a balanced mentality. I even think that's probably a little bit too far, but you know what? We'll go with the balanced mentality. We'll see how we get on. And if it's not good enough, then we'll just drop it down. We'll drop it. We'll go cautious if need be. If we, of course, go down, then we'll have to go attacking. But Sean Goss, by the way, fitness is lacking. He is on good. So, Goss is going to miss out on that. Sorry, I don't know. That inhale of breath apparently just decided to nearly kill me. Joe Allen could swap across, I guess. What is the plan for this one? We could just bring... You know what? Just bring in Gibbs. Gibbs can do a solid job in there. So we'll bring in Gibbs. Gibbs can do that. And we're going to submit the team. Oh, no, we're not, because we need a sub, don't we? Duh. I just took him out. So Wright can go in there. Or do we put Morgan in? I guess we put Morgan in. Morgan's a decent player. He's actually slightly better. And we don't particularly need... Allen. We don't need Wright to drop back to Since back in this one. So let's crack on with this. Let's submit the team and hopefully pick up a victory here today as I try and remember the English language, as well as also not just dying on air apparently. So they are going for 4 changes for today's game. As you can see, they do have some pretty damn good players, but let's head to the dressing room. We are going to punch our fists. You know what? No, pointed finger. We owe Huddersfield after what happened last time. Go out there, get some revenge. I completely forgot Huddersfield is the team we versed in the Johnson Paint Trophy and almost picked up a result with our B team. So we should theoretically be able to beat them. I don't know how weak their Johnson's Paint Trophy team was. It might have been like ours. It might have been B team versus B team, in which case they might destroy us today. But we've got a decent chance. I think we've got a decent chance. So Brian is going to play up there. I'm not even going to attempt that guy's name. It's back. It's ball over top to Gallagher. We need to stop conceding from those opportunities. It seems like the only way we concede goals in this team is balls over our centre-backs. It's a tactical problem. It's got to be a tactical problem. I'm not quite sure how we're going to fix it. Maybe play a high line and go offside trap? Maybe. But Gibbs right now tries to get it over to the left-hand side. It is intercepted though by Mattiello. And Mattiello will get it up to Gallagher. Gallagher's going to try and come down this right-hand side. He's going to play back though instead. It's now with Mattiello. Mattiello is going to pull it back for Sykes. Sykes goes all the way back to the goalkeeper. And Van Sass plays it out to Pearson. But it's back to Van Sass once more. He's going to do a triangle with Sykes. And eventually they work it out of the goal. So Gallagher over to Rossetter. It's going to be out to Gallagher. I want them to go forward. Not for our purpose, but just because it's going to send me nuts if they go back to the goalkeeper. Thankfully, Osu intercepts it, nods it on for Lubala. Lubala coming down this left-hand side. Ball inside to Gibbs. Gibbs has plenty of space. Can he score from it? Gibbs almost repaying the fact that I put him in today to fill in that gap. But right now, Gibbs to deliver the corner. By the way, QPR 2-0 up in their game. Folks can't get on to the end of it, but Williams should be able to collect this one. Jaden Williams, by the way, has been doing absolutely everything for this team thus far this season. He's got goals, he's got assists, and he's playing all round well. Unfortunately, though, that pass went and completely contradicted everything I was saying just there. Portsmouth 1-0 up as well in their game, but Gibbs whips one in, back post, nodded away. Completely forgot Gibbs is actually a pretty decent free kick taker, but Williams is going to collect this one now, going to go back to O2 on the halfway line. And what will he do with this bout of possession? He's going to go short Shipley up to Allen, finds Pedder, Pedder finds Vokes, Vokes to Gibbs. It's going to be Lubala. He's beat the goalkeeper. Come on, nice one, Lubala. That one was an interesting one. It's going to be disallowed by looks of it. Yes. Got to have been close, surely. We're not going to get it. You're not going to show us the highlight? That looked pretty damn close to me. And we don't even get to see it. Okay, game. Okay. That's now being, by the way, 1-0 up against Forest Green. We also have a goal in the Wimbledon game going 1-0 up against Rotherham. And QPR has made it 3-0 in their match. But right now, Huddersfield has a dangerous free kick here with Gordon. Come on, save it, save it, save it. And so, Anthony Gordon, against the way this match has been going thus far, has just gone and given Huddersfield the lead. Okay, we are definitely going to go for another revenge team talk at half time. Right now, though, we have a kick-off highlight as Vokes goes back to Shipley. Now, up to Gibbs. He finds Adipan. I almost clicked the lid down, then realised it'd be rather loud on the mic. So, not going to do that right below the microphone. And it's a ball that we are just going to give straight back to their goalkeeper. Interesting. Van Sass going to route one it over to Harris. He does get behind our defence. Thankfully, he nods it back, though. It's with O'Brien. He plays up to Gordon. Gordon through ball. Oh, come on. Please save this one. Please. Oh, saved by the post. Thankfully, saved by the post. Not the bell. Not saved by the bell. No. That is a good old classic. This time, just a simple save by the post. Harris, though, plays it back for O'Brien. He's going to find Mattiello on this right-hand side, but can Mattiello do anything with it? He plays it inside. It's now with Schmodic. Schmodic is going to run out of defence. Ooh, and I thought he was going to make that go into the back end of the goal, thankfully. Goes sailing wide, and we breathe a little bit as we go into half-time. Now, as you can see, a few players are struggling. Vokes on 6-4, we need more from him. Same with Pedder on his 6-4. 6-5 for both Allen and Williams again. Need both of those pick it up. And same with Titov. He's on a 6-4. Titov has been having a poor run of form lately. But right now, we are going to demand that the lads do a little bit more. It's time for everyone to dig deep, give everything you've got, and win this one. Underdogs? No, we owe them. Let's get revenge. That's worked with a lot of the players, but Lubala is playing okay. But Pedder and Vokes, who are both having bad games, they didn't particularly respond to that one. So, you know what? You know what? Let's take them off. Zimbaye can go up front. We've got Pedder, was it, who wasn't particularly doing a whole lot. So Pedder can go off for Chadwick. What did I say, Morgan? That's Chadwick. And let's see what we can do here, ladies and gents. Let's see what we can do. Yes. We head towards our normal substitution time. We, of course, have used 2 of our subs. But Williams is now getting a little tired. So him or Lubala could be the one to go off, I guess. First of all, we've got a penalty. Chadwick got shoved. Can Chadwick put the penalty away? Come on, Billy. Come on, Billy. You can do this. We believe in you, Billy. Come on, Billy, no mates. Come on, Billy. Let's go. 1-1. Finally found the equaliser. Second goal of his season. And second goal of this game. Nice one, Billy Chadwick. Have a little look at that one. It wasn't the most clinical of finishes. Admittedly, I feel like the goalkeeper was more dodging the ball than Billy Chadwick put that one away. But we'll take it. We'll take it. So, do we stay attacking? You know what? We're going to go positive. We're going to be positive in this one. Why on earth not? Besides the fact he could bite us on the back of that. Why on earth not? So Phillips for Williams is our plan here. Actually, you know what? How are they both doing performance-wise? We've got a 6-6 out of Lubala, 6-5 out of Williams. Yes. You can go over there, especially considering Titov has been having a rough one. He's on a 6-3. You know what? He's not as tired. He's not as tired. I was going to maybe take Titov off instead if he was as tired as our wingers, but we just need him to pick it up. We just need him to try and bounce back from that poor form. Right now he's going in the opposite direction. He's now bouncing between a 6.2 and a 6.3. That's a rough one. As you can see, we've only got 2 shots on target from our 9. They're not doing much better though. I believe they're on 3 from 10. So Titov, ball up to Chadwick. Come on, let's try and steal this game, lads. Billy, coming down the right-hand side, finds Phillips. Phillips has plenty of energy, of course. He's a brand new substitute. He should be nice and fit. Titov, he's going to play a ball over top to Phillips. Phillips, can he whip in a good cross from here, or perhaps even go himself? He whips it across, but it's Van Sass. Terrible cross in the end. And a bit of a wasted opportunity. Please do not route one it, please. I've seen this happen way too much. I've seen it happen way too much. Please, defence, do not mess it up. Thank you, Titov. Nods it down for Gibbs. Don't know why Titov is so far into the middle there, though. Little worrying. And what a ball, though. Lubala. Can he score from this? Come on, Lubala. Come on. You should have shown me there just why I kept you on instead of Williams in today's game. But it's okay. Gibbs to deliver the corner. Will it be a decisive one, though? He's going near post. Harris nods it away. But he should be able to get this one. No, he's not, because he's not running for it. And Golden instead is going to pick it up. Thankfully, Titov grabs the ball as it's a big touch from him. Ooh, it's been a good game here today. Of course, 2nd versus 7th. And you know what? I'm not usually happy with a 1-1 draw, but in this one, I think that's a pretty good one. So, I thank you for joining us. Of course, the next one is against the Wombles of Wimbledon. Hopefully you join us for that one. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. Hopefully you all have a lovely night, and goodbye.